There was once a shoemaker who was only left with enough leather to make one pair of shoes. He cut the leather out, ready to finish the next day. Despite his troubles, his conscience was clear and his heart light, so he went to bed and soon fell asleep. In the morning he sat down to work, when, to his great wonder, the shoes were already made. He looked at the workmanship. They were perfect. That day a customer came in. He liked the shoes so much that he paid double, and the shoemaker bought enough leather to make 2 more pairs. In the evening he cut out the work and went to bed. When he got up in the morning, the work was already done. In came buyers who paid him well. He bought enough leather for 4 more pairs, cut out the work, and found it done by morning. This went on for some time, and soon the man was well off. One evening he and his wife were sitting around a fire talking. He said to her, "I should like to watch tonight, so we can see who comes and does the work." So they left the light burning and hid themselves. At midnight 2 naked elves walked in and set about working. They began to stitch and fix new shoes. The shoemaker could not take his eyes off them. They went on until the job was done and the shoes stood ready on the table. The next day the wife said, "These elves have made us rich, and we ought to be thankful. They have nothing upon their backs. I will make them a shirt, a coat, a waistcoat, and a pair of pantaloons. You make them a pair of shoes." That evening they laid everything on the table and hid themselves. The elves came in, dancing and skipping, hopping around the room. They went to sit down to their work, but then they saw the clothes. They laughed and chuckled and seemed delighted. They dressed themselves and danced and capered and sprang about, as merry as could be, until at last they danced out of the door and away over the hills.